All right, we've spent some time looking at other systems of government that exists. Um, Also identifying like sort of like what system we are classified as. Most of the year from this point forward, we're going to focus on the American system of democracy. How does our system of government work? At its core, this is American civics class, and we're going to look at how the American system kind of functions. One of the things that we're going to look at are sort of like the ideals that our system is based on. Now, again, these are ideals. These are it's called American political culture. Like, what are the concepts that we as Americans value that are really like needed to make our democracy work the way it's supposed to? Now, again, these are ideals. These are concepts. You'll notice, especially for the first couple, that we often, throughout our country's history, have fallen short of adhering or living up to these ideals. But these are the ideals that are supposed to make our system work to its like, fullest extent. And again, these are things that we as Americans value. If you went to another country, that country would have a different system of values that influence its political culture. Like, what is it? What do they think is the proper role of their government or the proper role of their citizens within that government? Again, every country has a different system of values that they stress, and that like leads to differences in what we expect government to do for us and what we expect the people to do. So the first element of political culture is the idea of equality of opportunity, that all people in this country need is a fair opportunity, and then what they do with that opportunity is up to them. Think about the concept of the American dream. I can be whatever I want to be as long as I work hard, right? Like you're taught that in elementary school. You can be whatever you want to be as long as you just work hard, like the concept of the American dream. Now, clearly, you can point to a bunch of different examples throughout our country's history where we have denied this equality of opportunity, but it's an ideal that we continue to strive to live up to. The idea of majority rule. Again, think about growing up as a kid. How many times you just hear the phrase, "Oh, majority rules," right? When you're deciding like where to eat, what to have for dinner. You take a vote in your family. Majority rules. Um, so we believe in the concept of majority rules in our culture, but we also stress the idea of minority rights. Just because you're not in the majority doesn't mean that the majority can oppress the minority. And again, you can point to examples throughout our country's history where we have failed to live up to this sort of like key part of our culture. The next is compromise. That we often believe that the way our government works the best is like not everybody's going to get everything they want. You have to give a little bit to be able to get something, right? And if you look to one of the major fundamental problems in our government today is that we've really lost the spirit of compromise. The two major political parties, Democrats and Republicans, are very often unwilling to compromise with one another. And as a result, nothing gets done and the American people suffer. So again, ideally, though, compromise is part of the American political culture. The idea of individual freedoms and liberties. We as Americans stress the rights that we have as individuals. I have a right to this. You can't make me do that because I have a right to that. If you go to almost obsessed with what rights we have, if you go to other countries, you don't see this constant focus on individual rights. I have a right to this. I have a right to that. We as Americans believe very much in the idea of individual rights, and this definitely shapes what government's able to do. We believe in free elections. The idea that Americans have a right to express their say in their leaders, and that our elections should be free from corruption. We also believe in the role of the individual, that individuals in our country have the ability to have influence and make a difference, that through civic duty, things that Americans have to do, and responsibilities, things that they should do, individual Americans have the opportunity to influence what their government does, and they have the ability to actually have a say in how rules and regulations and how the government conducts